This is the Hollywood Times with sports reporter Lucas Camacho talking with the Coach Geno. Coach, thank you for your time.
Thanks, man. What's up?
How did they first approach you with this project?
How did they approach me?
Yeah,
Or
or when, or how?
oh, yeah, sometime during the summer, before the 24-25 season. Um, we received a proposal from Skydance people, and they brought in Matt Hemachek, who has done these. Um, we talked. They laid out what their plan was, and we told them what we hoped it would be, and then they took off with it. And then Apple got involved, and here we are.
So, what parts of UConn's no women's program did you really want to be shown into this documentary?
A couple things. I wanted it to be um, authentic, not doctored up. Not we had no say in the editing of most of the stuff that you see is exact footage. There's no let's make that look less. It is what it is. So that's number one. Number two, I wanted them to see the closeness of our kids, how much they respect each other, and how much they rely on each other to be successful. How many people it takes to get a program to this level and keep it there over 4 generations of kids. Um, we didn't just drop out of the sky and, here we are. We built this thing from the ground up, and we thought it'd be a great idea for people to see how.
Mhm. So, did this documentary let you feel a sense of nostalgia about where you started and now where your program is right now?
Yeah. Yeah. When I look at it and I look back in those days, you know how we always think the good old days were so good. They probably weren't, but we all like to think that they were. And I look back and I go, it was so much fun then. You didn't have all this craziness going on. People weren't getting scrutinized by every little thing, every minute of every day. They're listening and hearing and reading. We just come and have fun and play and coach, go out, go grab a beer and not have somebody take a video of you. Just have fun. Be a normal college kid playing basketball. But then I look back and I say, man, it was hard then, because it was hard winning games, because you weren't established yet. It took a while to get established to the point where the players that you got expected to win every single game. So, yeah, there were a lot of things when I looked at that, there's a lot of things that I loved about back then. And there were a lot of things that were harder than I thought too.
So the last question I actually had for you is that in one of Kobe Bryant's last interviews, he said that there were several WNBA players that were capable of competing in the WNBA or in the NBA itself. Given how dramatically women's basketball has changed since you took over the UConn women's program, do you think that he was ahead of his time, or we're just barely catching up to what he was saying at the time?
Yeah, I think he might have been a little bit ahead of his time. I think if you mean ahead of his time, that he's rushing into thinking that there's a player at that time that could compete. There isn't. There wasn't then, and there isn't now. I don't know that there's any woman playing in the WNBA, my personal feeling, that you drop her into an NBA game, an NBA training camp, and is going to survive to the point where they're going to be a rotation player. It's just not going to happen. And the way I know that is when we practice against guys at practice, there's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I think we ought to just love the fact that they compete against each other and are incredible competing against each other. So I would tell that to Kobe. Kobe.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Coach, and good luck with this upcoming season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.